Hi guys, welcome to Essential Practice. We'll go together through a few shapes. We're going to be bending forward, spinal flexion, bending backward, which is spinal extension, side bending, a few twists, back bends, and a couple of seated poses. Make sure you have a few props. That's really the most important part of your journey as a beginner, is to allow yourself to invest in yoga props. You would need two blocks. I love the cork blocks. They great tool to support your poses. You need a couple of pillows, a blanket, and ideally a yoga bolster and a chair. We'll actually sit on the chair and start with a twist. So please sit right on the edge of the chair. You can see me from the side. Sit on the edge of the chair and place your feet hip width apart. Lift your spine. You can see this natural curve in your lumbar spine, your thoracic and your cervical spine, your neck. Three curves in your spine. Bend your elbows and position your elbows shoulder height. Spread your fingers and use your abdomen, your core muscles to originate your twist. Twist to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Engage your core, lift your front belly, lengthen your tailbone down towards the mat and turn your head as well. And take a couple of breaths. Notice it's a little bit harder to breathe when you are in a twist. Just breathe into your belly. And as you exhale, try to turn a little bit deeper. And then use your left hand to deepen the rotation. Grab the back of your chair with your right hand and add a deeper twist. Your neck, your spinal column is rotating. All these vertebrae your spine is made of are rotating. And please come back to neutral position, back to your cactus arms position. Inhale, exhale, twist to your second side, to your left. And first use your abdomen, your core muscles to deepen the rotation, twist more. Go all the way back, turn your head, and then use your right hand outside of your left knee. And use your left hand to catch the back of the chair and turn further. Deepen your breath, lift your chest and chin, inhale, exhale, twist more. And then please come back to neutral position. Take a few breaths to come back to your seated with your spine straight. Great. Please come up to standing and stand right in front of the chair. First thing we're going to do is half forward bend. Place your hands on top of the chair. Feet are hip width apart. Bend your knees and take your sit bones back. Lengthen your spine. Take your sit bones back and feel the stretch in your lower spine, in your mid spine. Press your palms into the chair and take your thighs back. Try to straighten your legs. Half forward bend. Long, deep inhalation, deep exhalation. Breathe at the back of your ribcage to Stretch more. Straighten your knees. Straighten your elbows. Look forward to lengthen your spine. And please come up to standing. Take a moment to relax. We're going to do a similar position. We call it a pyramid pose. Step your right leg back. Turn your back foot slightly out and bend your front knee. Again, position your hands on top of the chair. That's your entry point. And then very slowly, keeping your pelvis facing your chair, start straightening your front leg. So both legs are straight. Take your left outer hip back, take your right outer hip forward, lengthen your spine more. Both legs are straight. Lift your left kneecap. Feel the stretch right at the back of your right calf muscles, those two muscles there, stretching, trying to bring the back heel down to the mat, and feel also your right hamstring stretch. You can bow a little bit more forward. Try to bring your spine more horizontal to your mat. Deep stretch right here in your front leg. Keep your hips facing the short edge of your mat. And all you're doing here is just breathing. Long, deep inhale, exhale. And please come up to all the way, step into the chair, the front, and then step your left leg back, second side. Start with your front knee deeply bent and straighten your left leg. The back leg is straight. Then again, take your left hip forward, right hip back, and very slowly straighten your front leg. Straighten your front leg, lengthen through your spine, and take 3 deep breaths on the second side. Gently lift your right kneecap, a little bit up, activate the muscles of your legs. You can additionally pull your front foot towards your back foot, feel the deeper stretch in your right hamstring. And then bow more in, adding a deeper spinal flexion. So we bowing forward, bending forward. We call this action anatomically spinal flexion. Great. And please come back to standing, the front of your chair, and come up to Tadasana. So that's your mountain position, just simply standing, feet parallel, shoulders back, standing straight, taking few breaths to repose. Stay with your breath, observe your breath. Continuing, we're going to do a downward facing dog with the chair. So we're going to position the hands again on top of the chair and take your feet a little bit further back, a little bit further away from the chair. So you have, like we did the forward bend, half forward bend. This one is very similar, but with feet a little bit further back. And breathe deeply. So your position of your dog is with your hands on the mat, but we are modifying this position, placing the hands on top of the chair. And if you have blocks, you can position your blocks in front of the chair and lift a little bit of the floor, 4 inches, a little bit up, and then try to do your downward facing dog on top of your blocks. Stretching your calves, stretching your hamstrings, your glutes, your spinal column. And if this is too much, you can always modify and do the same position on top of the chair. Always teach this shape first, just to get familiar what is happening in the body and then going further into a full downward facing dog. Legs are straight, lift your sit bones, elbows are straight, spine is straight. And then please slowly walk your feet forward and come up again to standing. Roll your shoulders up and back a few times. Relax your shoulders. Deepen your breath. Now, forward bend, supported. You're going to bend your knees deeply, standing with your feet hip width apart, and rest your forearms on top of the chair. So bend your elbows and catch with your hands your elbows and rest your forehead on your forearms. Again, to modify this, you can keep your knees deeply bent. The ultimate goal here is to release your head, no control. Release your shoulders, knees are bent, and breathe deeply, stretching your glutes, your spinal column. Breathe through your nose. 5 deep breaths. And if you feel this is available, you're more flexible, please straighten your legs. Pull your kneecaps, straighten your legs completely, and your spine is straight as well. Release your head with gravity. And please gently come up to standing. We're going to do a very similar shape, wide-legged forward bend. We're going to turn the chair facing the long edge of your mat and stand right behind the chair with your feet wide apart. So we did this position with feet hip width apart. Now we're going to go into wide-legged variation of the same position. Start with placing your hands on your hips. Go a little bit wider, go to your maximum. Turn your feet parallel and stay firm in your legs. Take a moment to activate the muscles of your legs. Pull your kneecaps, spread your toes, ground through the inner and outer edges of your feet. And then bend your knees and bow forward, hinge from your hips, position your forearms on top of the chair. Same way as we did earlier. Catch your elbows and rest your forearms. Rest your forehead on your forearms. Keep your knees deeply bent to start with. Then take your inner thighs back and apart. Open, creating space. And then if it's available to you, please straighten your legs. Straighten your legs, lift your sit bones, pull your kneecaps up, strong legs, release your spine, release your forehead, lengthen, deepen your breath. Stretching your spinal column, stretching your glutes, your hamstrings, inner hips, outer hips. Very generous pose. Again, it's a modified version. Just 2 more deep breaths. And please come up to standing. Zigzag your feet, heel toes, your feet, and come to standing again in mountain position. Standing tall, shoulders back, elbows are straight. Always coming back to mountain position. We take a shape and we come back to a neutral, standing, simple Tadasana to connect, reflect on your energy, reflect how you feel. Great, continuing, adding a couple of more twists. So we're going to use the chair to step left leg on top of the chair. Your right leg is turning slightly out, and then bend your front knee and see how deep you can go. Make sure your knee is exactly above your ankle. So bend your knee, open your pelvis, stretching your hips, and extend your arms over your head. And take a few breaths here. Back leg is straight, front knee bend. Inhale. And exhale with twisting to the left. You're going to open your arms wide apart, bend your front knee, and spinal rotation towards the left, towards your left knee. Turn your head as well, open your arms wide apart, spread your fingers wide apart, and your stability comes from your back foot. Press the back heel firmly into your mat, and you can bend your front knee a little bit more, back leg straight, front knee bend more and more. 2 more breaths. So now this pose becomes a little bit more challenging because here is our balance as well being challenged. So you have to find a way of holding yourself using your muscles of your legs, standing stable in this position. And then please come back, switch legs, step your right leg forward, left leg is slightly turned out. Place your hands on your hips first and bend your right knee. And take just a couple of breaths to see the difference on your second side. Front knee bend deeply. Enjoy that stretch here. Feel the hip stretch, your back leg. Then extend your arms straight up and gently open to the right. Spinal rotation, twisting to the right. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Turn your head, turn your chin. Everything is turning to the right. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Long, deep inhalation, exhalation. And please come back to standing mountain position. Great. So now a new shape I'm going to play with, Warrior 2, also with the chair. So we make it a little bit easier. You're going to step your left foot again on top of the chair. This time your back foot is turning further out. So it's almost facing the long edge of your mat. The back foot is just slightly turned in. Now, bend your front knee deeply and turn your upper body towards the long edge of your mat. Open your hip. Take your right outer hip back. Bend your front knee more. Bend your front knee more. Keep your left knee right above your left ankle. Straighten your right knee and extend your arms wide apart. This position is called Warrior 2, modified. It's on your chair, so left foot is elevated. We're going to go into this classical version of this pose a little bit later in our practice. Bend your front knee and breathe into your right hip, opening deeply your right hip. Front knee bend. Warrior 2 pose. Arms straight. And please release. Switch leg. Step your right foot on top of the chair and take your left foot slightly further away from the chair. It's quite a long distance. It's 1.5 meters, 2 meters apart. The back foot is turning 10 degrees in, just slightly turning in. Bend your right knee deeply. Bend your right knee and see again the difference. Opening your right hip. Take your left outer hip back and turn your upper body to the left. Turn your belly button to the left. Bend your right knee more and re-extend both arms. Take a couple of breaths here. Deep breath, front knee bend. Opening warrior two position. Find your stability. Relax your shoulders. Spread your arms wide apart, looking forward. And please come back to standing. And come back to the first side. So we're going to enter the same shape. Step your left foot on top of the chair. Right foot is further out, away from the chair, and bend your front knee again. So Warrior Two now becomes another pose. This pose is called side angle pose. Rest your left forearm on top of your left knee. Left palm is facing the ceiling. Now, again, turn your abdomen to the right. So open upper body towards the back foot, turning to the side, bend your front knee more, and sweep your right arm right next to your cheek. Side angle, the whole right side of your body, from your right fingertips all the way down to your outer right heel. Got a straight line here. Now that's the stage one. You might just want to stay here, and again a deep stretch in your hips. Open and explore how far you can go, opening your hips. Stage two, rest your left hand inside of your left ankle, deepening that shape and exploring a little bit deeper hip stretch, turning your belly to the right, right shoulder away from your right ear, right elbow is straight, bend your front knee, straighten your back leg more. 2 more breaths. Relax. Switch side. Step your right leg on top of the chair and slide your left leg further away from the chair. And bend your front knee. Rest your right elbow on top of your right knee. Your left hand is on your left hip. That's the starting position. Now start turning your abdomen to the left. Take your left outer hip back and bend your front knee more. Might be tighter, might be a little bit more open the second side. Notice the difference. Breathe deeply through your nose, always breathing through the nose. Relax your jaw and extend your top arm, left arm next to your left cheek. Left leg straight, left arm straight, bend your front knee more. And try going further. Rest your right hand inside of your right ankle. And breathe to your right hip. Take 3 more breaths on the second side. Straighten your left leg more. Press into your left heel. So your left heel is pressing down into your mat to straighten your left knee. And then reach for your left fingertips more to open your left rib cage more. Turning your belly to the left. And please relax. Take a moment to sit at the edge of the chair and just relax. We did a couple of standing poses together. Breathe. And gently open your eyes. So now we're going into back bend, and we would need a few props. So maybe first thing to do is position your pillows on the floor right behind the chair. So you can see I want the front of the chair turned away from me. So if you have the back seat of the chair, you might have to turn it around depending what type of chair you have. I call this chair my yoga chair without the back. And position your blanket for the comfort on top of your chair, the seat of the chair. Now, you need your bolster. If you don't have your bolster, you might need more pillows, so find more pillows or blocks. I'm going to put my bolster on top of my blocks. So depending again on the body type, you might have to negotiate the height for yourself. Depends how high your chair is and how tall you are. Now, you're going to sit right here and use the legs of the chair to slightly shift your pelvis a little bit more forward. Just make sure you are stable, chair is grounded, supported. Make sure safety always is our priority in our practice. And very slowly lie down and support your shoulders on your bolster or on your pillows and let your head just relax. So I'm going to grab my chair with my hands right here. And this position is called a bridge pose. Again, it's a modified version. So you might have to adjust your height that feels comfortable for you. It opens your heart, it opens your abdomen, opens your hip flexors. That's stage one. Stage two would be to extend your legs a little bit more forward, make it straight. And so nice to just be here and relax. Stay here 5 breaths. You can take a little bit more time as well. You can stay here up to 10, 20 breaths. And breathe into your ribcage, opening your lungs, opening your abdomen, relaxing into the shape, bridge pose. 3 more. Now it is a perfect opportunity to go to our inversion supported shoulder stand. So all you're going to do is bend your knees. Your body weight is on your bolster and you're going to lift both legs up all the way towards the ceiling. Supported shoulder stand. So good, feels so nice just to release the weight of your body into this pillow structure, into your bolster blocks, whatever you can find, and enjoy this restorative pose. Feel how the blood is draining down through your legs, all the way down to your pelvis, to your heart. Fresh blood goes into your brain. Your pelvis is steady, supported on the seat of the chair. Remember to hold the legs of the chair with your arms firmly, so that gives you stability you need. Feel safe in this position, and again 10 breaths. Couple of more deep breaths. And then gently bend your knees, rest heels of your feet on the chair, and you're going to very slowly slide your body down, 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 down the chair. Your pelvis will end up on your bolster and your shins will rest on the top of the chair. Now we're coming back to our cactus arms position, and that feels again lovely, just to release the weight of your body, relax. Allowing the blood pressure to adjust. Relax your head, the jaw. And you're going to hug your knees all the way in towards your chest and turn to your left or to your right, wherever you have more space. And please come up to sitting. So we have two seated positions. Just watch me first. Going to again adjust using the props. You keep the blanket on the seat of the chair and take your pillows right behind the chair. You're going to be sitting on those pillows with legs wide apart. Open your legs wide apart. Sit on 2, 3, or 4 pillows and then gently pull the chair in. You have your chair to support your forearms. Again, position your forearms on top of the chair and rest your forehead. You can turn your head to the side and enjoy a seated, wide-legged, forward bend, supported. Legs are straight. Engage the muscles of your legs. Release the whole tension. Release your tension. Turn your head to the second side. Rest your head. Relax your shoulders. Relax your head. Relax your shoulders. And release the weight of your body with gravity. The mat is holding you, supporting you. Two more deep breaths into your pelvis, into your legs. And then come up. Take the chair to the side. The last position, we're going to do together is Paschimottanasana, intense leg stretch, and we will need again 2 pillows to sit on top of those pillows, and you will grab another 2 pillows or your yoga bolster to place on top of your thighs. You're going to gently bow forward, resting on that bolster. And maybe you can also try to catch your shins or your toes, catching your toes, and bow into your forward bend. Completely relax into this position, make yourself comfortable. So you need a couple of more pillows. If you're really struggling, you can do exactly what you did earlier. Legs are straight in front of you. And your chair, again, is for you to support you. Turn your head to the side and enjoy forward bend. Head resting or your arms on top of the chair. Three more deep breaths. Again, we focusing on basic shapes. We're focusing on shapes that you will explore further in more advanced practice later on, without any props, without any modifications. Right now, it's just a taste for you to have a moment of yoga. You're building your practice slowly, step by step, lengthening the muscles of your body, building strength. And we always finish our yoga practice with relaxation. Please lie down on your back. So again, if you have a bolster, you can use your bolster to support your knees. It looks like this. If you lie down flat, legs are supported. Feels lovely. You can release your pelvis, or simply lie down flat with your legs straight. Release, relax. Shavasana, corpse pose. Our goal here is to be effortless, still, practice stillness and practice relaxation, conscious relaxation. If your mind is still racing, you feel like you need some support to take you deeper into your stillness, you can add a count focusing on your breath. It's a very nice way to stabilize your monkey mind. So we're going to do it together. Inhale slowly through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold your breath. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold your breath. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And please continue on your own. You can go to a count of 8 or 10. You can also decrease it to 4. Continue 5 more rounds on your own. Become aware of your breath again. Become aware of the body you are in. Lengthen, deepen your breath and start moving your fingers. Start moving your toes. Wake up back to your conscious awareness. And then gently start bending your knees. Roll to your right side. You can extend your right arm over your head and rest your head on top of your upper right arm bone. Take a few breaths here. Notice how you're feeling. And please use your left hand to press down to lift yourself up, sitting on your pillows or your yoga bolster, supported comfortably. Our journey in yoga is about preparing our body for stillness, finding strength, flexibility. And we can hold our lives with greater strength and ease. Feel supported, quiet, peaceful. Bring your palms in front of your heart. Inhale through your nose. Inhale deeply. 3 Om sounds. Bow to your heart with gratitude. Namaste.